Yo, so what is going on, guys? TD for 3 here, and I'm back again with another NBA 2K20 video. In this one, I'm going to be talking to you on how to play defense in NBA 2K20. Gonna try and go over everything, basically whatever it takes to be successful. So I know a lot of people have been asking about this, so we're gonna get right into it. First of all, thank you for all the support on my recent videos. Can't thank you guys enough for that. So I'm gonna continue uploading, and yeah, here we go. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, so first thing we're gonna talk about in this video is ball pressure. This is very important because the goal is to speed up the offensive player. As you can see right there, me being a two-way, all-around two-way, I have the job to get up there and press the ball. So there are different type of presses that you can run, but in this one, I'm just playing full court man-to-man, and then the whole goal is to bump that point guard as much as you can, make him uncomfortable and have to throw the pass. What we do is we run everybody with the highest interceptor that they can, so when I'm up there bumping the ball, they are guarding their man and playing the pass because the point guard feels that he has to get the ball up, because he does have to get the ball up, otherwise he's going to get an 8-second violation, or he's just going to lose the ball from fatigue. So as you can see, I'm staying up here, I'm pressuring him, I'm working on angles. Angles are very important as well. That's something that I'll also talk about during this. Ball pressure, angles, and being ready to play the passes. So like I said, right now we're talking about ball pressure. My goal is just to follow this guy up the court and then basically just make him as uncomfortable as possible. So like I said, there are different kind of presses that you can run, but this is a very basic one that I would suggest start out with. Just put your best on-ball defender on the ball and let him chase him around and make these point guards throw good passes. This isn't a terrible team that we were playing. As you can see, I just threw a horrible lob there. This isn't a bad team that we're playing, and I was really, my goal was just to make him feel that he had to bring the ball up and get the ball up quickly. And as you can see, we're forcing turnovers left and right. We're getting good looks. This point guard is way out of the rhythm. He's done. He's absolutely done for. He just has no idea what is going on at this point, and he's really flustered. Next, we're just going to talk about passing lanes. You've seen in some of the other clips, it's all about just obviously making the point guard uncomfortable, and then you having to be in the right position and just getting used to what passes point guards normally throw. So that's something that takes some time, but it's something that you can very well get used to, and obviously we have. The key is also to be running Hall of Fame interceptor. All of our guys are running interceptor at the highest level that they can. So they can basically just stand. There's a certain spot between each defender where you can stand, and you can play both sides kind of, if that makes sense. So like if they throw the pass to the corner, you're in the position to steal that. If they throw to the wing, you're also in position to steal that as well. So here's a really good example right here. First, I'm up here ball pressuring, and Lico knows that this point guard, although he didn't get the steal, this point guard has to make an outlet pass to somebody. Otherwise, he's just going to continue to get boxed up court and probably get pushed out of bounds. And he knows that more than likely, he's not going to hit the center because he hadn't been hitting the center. But a smart point guard probably will hit the center. Just so you know, this guy's probably not one of the top of the line point guards. But he knew that he's going to be getting the ball up the court, so he was reading where he could throw it, and he played it perfectly. Alright, so next we're going to be talking about half-court defense, and this was earlier in the year, so I was playing down low on the zone, our man zone. This was against a top team in the world. They were 102-4. So let's talk about it. As you can see right there, that point guard had a high and open look, but Walt did a great job of playing high on the screen. And then, as you can see here, we play a man zone. So we're going to show this clip a couple of times, which I know can confuse people. So what it is we all have our matchups, and we're playing on our man, but we play zone principles. So right there you see Walt with that good step up. That's another thing we're going to talk about. Have to play high, and right here is where the zone activates. They switch on the wrap. That's exactly what I mean. So you're playing your own zone, but everyone's got their own man, if you know what I mean. So they switch the wrap again. We're all over that. He gets a decent look, but overall it's a great defensive possession. So again, here we're in our man 2-3 zone principles. Juan is doing a great job of keeping pressure on the point guard, and as you can see right here, the point guard gets a little bit ahead of space, but Pat does a great job of baiting him, which is another very important thing, baiting him into thinking that he's coming down, but really he's not. And with 4 seconds left on the shot clock, we give up a 3 to the glass cleaning lock, which is something that we're willing to give up in that situation. But let's talk about that wrap again. This is a very simple thing that you're going to want to learn when running this kind of defense. Is both you guys have a side. So our two locks are up top right here. We know that eventually they're going to wrap. So they start to wrap, they read that, and then so you don't worry about the person getting stuck on the wrap. You just switch it straight up, and then you're guarding the man. Just like that again. Zach kind of did not play great defense, but ended up being a good possession. Alright, so next we're going to talk about rotation, which is huge when playing defense this year. You always want to have your teammates back, but the goal is to never give up a three-pointer. But you want to have your teammates back. So you can see here, he drives. Walt does a great job of stopping him. And right here, he kicks out, and I'm playing in the corner. I'm trying to help out a little bit here, so I pinch. He kicks it over to the corner, beats me baseline. Walt does a great job of showing for me. So we're all out of whack here. So Walt goes to my corner. I get out of position there. Zach rotates for me. They end up taking a terrible shot. So we can watch that over again. Defense is all about communication. This whole time we're talking, I'm not going to have it so you can hear it because I want you to hear me. But again, so here you see, everyone's helping each other. Okay, the goal is to make sure no one's ever open, obviously, just like real basketball. So we're helping the helper, obviously. So there, Walt goes. Pat comes down too, leaves his corner for a second. Walt and I get a little confused on who to guard here, but Zach does a great job of playing both defenders, which is why they took a terrible shot that possession. Alright, so we're going to talk about this some more. We're going to talk about the pick and roll and helping high on the pick and roll, because the goal in 2K is not to give up three-pointers. So you can see Juan gets beat here, gets hit by the screen. Walt does a good job of giving that little show where Juan can get back, that tiny little show, and that's very important, okay? Because if anything, you want to give it the roll, so Walt right there, Juan has time to come back, as you can see. So that's very important, because I play against some bad teams here and there, and all they do is they let their point guard die. Right there, Walt wouldn't step up, and the guy gets a wide open three. And it's very annoying to watch, and it's very annoying to play with. We've had situations like that before. Back when 2K17, we just wouldn't step up high on screens. We give up threes like that all the time. So this is a very simple thing that some people might not know, is sometimes you got to give up the roll. Give up that roll, but Walt does a great job of just a tiny little show, and then he could have been back to play those passing lanes. So that is a perfect way to play the pick and roll. It's always not going to work like that. Sometimes you're going to get destroyed by the screen, and you're going to have to straight switch. So here's a good example. This wasn't done to perfection, but here's an example of where they kind of had to switch. Juan gets hit by the screen. Walt does a good job of just that little show right there, which forces the point guard to think that he has an open shot, but also that he doesn't. That's why it was a very early release, and that's why that he thought that he had to pump fake, and that was his goal right there. So it was another good job by Walt. He could have stepped up even a little bit higher. This is a good example. Juan gets destroyed. Walt comes up. He thinks that Juan's going to come back. A little bit of miscommunication there. That's why you got to talk. Communication is the number one and most important thing when it comes to defense. Okay? But overall, this was pretty good. And guys, this is probably going to end it for the video. This is going to be part 1. I'm going to drop a part 2. Answer all of your guys' questions down below. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer it in the next video. Like I said, I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support. More videos like this coming soon. If I didn't answer some of your questions, like I said, ask them down below. I'll answer them, or I'll throw them in the next video. There will be another video like this, I promise. But thank you guys for all the support. I can't thank you enough. TD for 3. Peace.